everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Lights here on Fans Only Sports Network. My name is Justin Tingley. I'm play-by-play for you here today. To my right is Matt Fastinos, and we are getting set for tonight's matchup between the Cranston West Falcons, and they're visiting the Mount Pleasant Kilties here in Providence, Rhode Island at Conley Memorial Stadium. Here in Providence, Rhode Island, a few games have been played here this season. One of the more notable, Central versus LaSalle, was played earlier on in the year. Tim Duffy and Harrison Prey were on the call for you that one. Here for tonight's matchup, Cranston West versus Mount Pleasant. I am solo. Matt Fastinos on camera to my right. Cranston West is going to be received the opening kickoff. Mount Pleasant is going to kick it off. And here we go. It's a muggy night here in Providence, Rhode Island. Kick return there. crossing up over the 35, being brought down at the 39, and that's going to be the opening play. So Cranston West is going to take over from the 39. Falcons are going to come on the field here at the 39-yard line. And let's see who the starting quarterback is tonight for the Falcons. Handoff up the middle, bouncing it out to the left side, crossing the 40, and he's going to get about 2 yards on the play, being brought down to the 42-yard line. Starting quarterback is Keelan Cornell for the Falcons. So it's going to be a 2nd and 7 for the Cranston West Falcons. And normally when you think of Cranston West football, our very own Logan Reed is normally on the call for the Falcons home games. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it out here to Providence tonight. There's a big game between these two squads. Cornell takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Cross the 45. He's going to be taken down at the 50. So that's going to be a Cranston West first down, and that's going to move the chains. So it's going to move the chains. And don't forget to join us on Sunday. We'll have two teams of peak performance prep hockey. Me and Jake Lamentio will be at Winchendon School in Massachusetts, and then Harrison Prey and Matt Vastinos are going to be at Hotchkiss School right on the Connecticut-New York border. And the officials sideline warning against the Kilties. So a sideline warning has been issued. Cornell takes the snap, hands it off to the right side, bouncing it out the right, crossing at the 50. He's going to be brought back and taken out of bounds at the 49. So he's going to get 2nd and 11 for the Falcons coming up. Cornell's handed the ball off a few times here today. Hasn't thrown the ball once so far for the Falcons. Here we go. 9:53 remaining in the first quarter. Cornell takes a snap. He's going to run it up the middle himself, cross the 50. He's got more room, crossing the 45, going out of bounds. Wondering if they're going to give it to him. They're going to say he's marked at the 40. And let's see if they move the chains here for him. It looks like he got pretty close. An extension of the ball. Nope, it's going to be, it's going to be a Cranston West first down. So Cranston West first down with 9:28 left to go in the first quarter of play. And they're moving the ball quickly and effectively with that run game. That potent running offense for the Falcons has been showing stride. Cornell takes the snap, going to keep it himself yet again, cuts back into the right, crosses the 40, and he's going to get brought down to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage. It's going to be about a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 for the Falcons. Cornell going back to talk to the head coach. Head coach Tom Milweski. I think it's Milewski on for Cranston West. Cornell in the shotgun. Cranston West is in white. Mount Pleasant is in the dark blue. And if you remember last week, if you're a Mount Pleasant fan, last week Mount Pleasant took on St. Ray's from Parasol Field just in the shadow of McCoy Stadium, and another first down. See if they give it to him. Is it going to be another first down for the Falcons? Are they going to move the chains? Yep, it's a first down. And don't forget, last week, Mount Pleasant took on St. Ray's. They ended up losing that one 41-0 at Parasol Field, just in the shadow of the right field foul pole at Parasol Field by McCoy Stadium. Starting quarterback in that game was Adonai Lopez. He's back to the number 11. He's wearing the number 11 jersey here today. Cornell hands it off, breaking it free to the left side. Barely getting it to the 31-yard line. And a big tackle, so it's going to be a loss of 1. Great attack by the Mount Pleasant defense. 2nd and 11 for the Falcons coming up. And we are here at Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island for tonight's contest. And I was able to call the Johnston home game last night against Pilgrim. Johnston beat Pilgrim 29-14, securing that number 2 seed going into the playoffs with 1 game left to play. Cornell takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He hasn't thrown the ball, at least crossing the 30 down to the 29. So, wondering what the choice is here from Milewski for the Falcons, as Cornell has not thrown the ball once. He's either been doing a QB sneak or QB keeper or handing the ball off, and it's been working for them. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, ball's going to be spotted at the Mount Pleasant 29-yard line, right next to Mount Pleasant High School. Cornell takes the snap, hands it off, breaking it out to the outside. Crossing the 30, no flag. Looked like what might have been a little bit of a horse collar tackle. No call on the play. Ball's going to be spotted at the 29. Cranston West bench wanting a call out of that one. And it looks like they're going to stay on the field. Cranston West is going to go for it here on 4th and 9. With 5:35 left to play in the first quarter. They've had it for half the quarter already. This offensive drive's been moving along for the past 6 minutes. Cornell in the shotgun, tailback out to his left side, wide receiver in motion. Timeout called. Falcons are going to call the timeout. That means we're going to take a quick commercial break and be back in a matter of moments. You're watching Mount Pleasant versus Cranston West football here on Fans Only Sports Network. We'll be back in a few moments.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom Swag or visit mycustomswag.com today.
All right, welcome back. 4th and 9, 5:47 left to play here in the first quarter, or 5:16 left to play. Cornell's going to launch it for the end zone. Oh, and incomplete. No flags on the play. It's going to be a Kilties. Mount Pleasant going to force the turnover on downs. Cornell had a beautiful pass to the back of the end zone. His receiver just couldn't get a good hand on it. And the Cranston West defense is going to get set to take the field, and this is going to be the first glimpse of Adonai Lopez that we're going to see here tonight. So Adonai Lopez in that quarterback spot for the Kilties, wearing the number 11 jersey. See what they can do here against this Cranston West defense. Looks like they're playing a safety back at the 36. Hand off up the middle. He's got a big hole across the 40, crossing the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Benjamin So gets the touchdown run up the middle. And just like that, Mount Pleasant puts it on the board. It's 6-0. Benjamin So with the long touchdown run right up the middle seam, read where the linebackers were and just ran it right between them and brings it into the house. 6-0 your score. 4:55 remaining in the first quarter. One play touchdown drive for the Kilties. Kilties look like they're going to go for two here to try to extend their lead to 8. Benjamin So on the touchdown run. Looks like Lopez is going to be under center, running the I formation. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 receiver up to the left on the top of your screen. He's going to keep it himself, break it out to the right side, crossing the 5, and he's got the pylon, and that's 2 points. Mount Pleasant extends their lead to 8-0 over Cranston West. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in a matter of moments when Mount Pleasant gets set to kick off back to the Falcons. 8-0 your score. Mount Pleasant leads it.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Welcome back here on Fans Only Sports Network. Tristan Tingley on play-by-play for you here today, as Mount Pleasant leads it 8-0 over the Falcons from Cranston West. Benjamin So had a huge touchdown run. Gets brought down at the 31-yard line on the kick return. 8-0 is your score in favor of the Kilties on that big one-play touchdown drive. So 8-0 your score here in the first quarter with 4:51 left to play. And let's see what the Falcons can do on their second drive. Their first drive lasting about a total of 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Cornell with one throw in the game to this point. One big play to the end zone went incomplete. Cornell in the shotgun, tailback out to his left side. Cornell gets the snap, rolling out to his left. QB keep, flag in the backfield. And let's see what the man in the white hat has to say about the call. Looks like it's going to be a chop block against Cranston West. And that's going to bring the ball back even further. And let's see where they spot it here. Still have to walk back. Ball's going to be spotted. So ball's 1st and 20 for the Falcons now. Ball spotted at the 23. They're down 8-0 after the big touchdown play by Benjamin So for the Kilties. Let's see how they answer. Cornell in the shotgun, tailback out to his right side. Drops back, rolling out to his right side, trying to avoid the pressure. Gets it out. The throw goes incomplete into the Kilties sideline. 4:35 left to play in the first quarter. And the Kilties have the 8-0 lead. And the head coach of Cranston West telling Cornell to get his head in the game. As he rolled out to his right side, couldn't find a receiver. Cornell in the shotgun, tailback out to his right side. Rolling out to his right. Throws a little seam pass. Oh, and incomplete. What seemed to be an easy reception for the number 21 of Ethan Parent. Ethan Parent was the one who the pass was intended for Cornell. 4:30 left to play in the first quarter. 8-0 your score. Mount Pleasant leads it. And the little dump-off pass goes off the left hand of Parent and incomplete. So it's going to be a third down for the Falcons from the 23. They have to get up to the 42-yard line. Handoff, bouncing it out to the left side, crossing the 30 and being pushed out of bounds at the 31 was Parent. Big run there, being pushed out of bounds by the number 58 of Jordan Therese. Therese makes the stop on the Parent end around. And it's going to be a 4th down and 10 for the Falcons here in the first quarter after a huge first drive, moving it upfield with the run game. See what they can do here as they start their punt it away. Punt takes a bounce at the 47, kicks back to the 49, and downing it will be the number 5 of Antonio Sanchez. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Kilties here, and their offense is going to take the field again. Here at Conley Memorial Stadium, you're watching Mount Pleasant Kilties versus Cranston West football. Tristan Tingley on play-by-play for you. Alongside me to my right is Matt Vastinos on camera. He'll be with Harrison Prey this weekend as he goes to Hotchkiss for peak performance prep hockey action. I'll be going to Winchendon with Jake Lamentia on Sunday. And it should be a good set of weekend for our peak performance prep signing. Tim Duffy will be at Mount St. Charles for Rhode Island Saints hockey on Sunday as the run gets bounced to the outside, crossing the 30 and being brought down at the 27. Big run by David Rodriguez. The tackle came. Rodriguez had the big run, getting knocked out of bounds by Charlie Cornell, dragged out of bounds by the arm. And just like that, the ball spotted on the 28-yard line. So 3:35 left to play in the first quarter. The Kilties lead at 8-0. Let's see if Lopez has anything up his sleeve here, as he has So out to his left side. Hands off to So. So bounces up the middle, and he just crossed the 25-yard line down to the 23 for a short little gain. Still a gain nonetheless. 2nd and 5 for the Kilties. So with the run up the middle, and the ball spotted at the 23-yard line, just 3 yards outside the red zone for Lopez and the Kilties offense. They're up 8-0 thanks to a one-play touchdown drive by Benjamin So. So let's see what the Kilties have up their sleeve here on this drive. Handoff, running it up the left side, crossing the 20. And it's going to be a 3rd and 1. Handoff went to Styles Negron. Gain of 4. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for the Kilties with 2:17 left to go in the first quarter of play. You're watching Mount Pleasant football here on Fans Only Sports Network on Ocean State Friday Night Lights. So Cranston West in the white with the gray helmet and red pants. Mount Pleasant in the blue jersey with the white helmet and red pants. Lopez has So, and I believe he also has Thomas West out to his left and right. Handoff to So. So breaks it up over the middle, crossing the 15 down to the 12. That's going to be a Kilties first down. It's going to be a Kilties first down. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. They're up 8-0. And we thank you for joining us on YouTube here today as we can bring you this game from Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. As this game has been on the schedule for a little bit. 1:17 left to play. Lopez in the shotgun. Benjamin So out to his right side. Snap's going to be from the 13-yard line. Lopez hands it off to, that's the number 17 of Benjamin So. Benjamin So breaks free and gets taken down at the 4-yard line, they're going to say. Let's see where they're going to spot it. Nope, they're going to spot it at the 5. And just like that, the Kilties are 5 yards away from punching it in on this Cranston West defense. 42 seconds left to play. It's going to be a 2nd and 2 for the Kilties. There you see the Kilties in the huddle. And this is a different team than we've seen. This is a different Kilties team than we saw 2 weeks ago against St. Ray's from Pariseau Field. Lopez under center. Got 2 tailbacks back behind him. He's going to hand it off to So. So's going to break it up the middle, and Cranston West is all over him. Making the tackle was Adelino Acedo-Kuhn on the tackle from the 5. No gain on the play. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2 for the Kilties. That's going to end the first quarter of play. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back in a matter of moments with the second quarter action right after this. You're watching Fans Only Sports Network. Ocean State Friday Night Lights. Mount Pleasant leads Cranston West 8-0.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Third and 2 from the 5 for the Kilties. Let's see if they could punch it in here as they lead it 8-0 as we start the second quarter of play. Here from Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. Tristan Tingley on play-by-play for you. Alongside me to my right side is Matt Vastinos. Lopez in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Bouncing it out to the left side. Crossing the 5. He's going to lunge. And he's going to hit the ground before he lost the football. On the play there was Styles Negron. Flag on the play. The flag sitting at the 2-yard line. Kilties hold on the play. And that's going to bring him back. Looked like he got the lunge and he might have broke the plane, but the knee was down at the 1. Then he lost the football, but the knee did touch the turf first. Ball's going to be spotted at the 12-yard line with 11:54 left to go in the first half of play. Kilties lead it 8-0 here over the Cranston West Falcons. Benjamin So had about a 52-yard touchdown run earlier on in the matchup. Lopez under center. Actually, it looks like Lopez is in the shotgun. No runs in the backfield. Lost the snap for a second. He's going to keep it himself, bouncing it out to the left side. At the 20, he's going to lunge to get to the 15. And that was David Rodriguez in on the play. Lunging up to the 15. Great effort there. With 11:05 left to go in the first half of play. Kilties lead the Falcons 8-0 here. We thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel on this live stream here today on Fans Only Sports Network. There you see the Cranston West defense on your screen. Lopez in the shotgun, so out to his right side. Lopez going to keep it himself, roll out to the right. He's going to fire it shallow, just going to take a bounce at the 2, incomplete pass with 10:26 left to play in the half. And the Kilties turn it over on downs. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons as they're going to bring it back to the right side of your screen. Matt Pastino's doing a great job on camera work. There you see Cranston West in the huddle. You know, it really makes a difference when you have a cameraman. Does a great job with how far we are up from the field here at Conley Memorial Stadium. Him zooming in is a huge help to me, being able to say the numbers and the names for the respective players. Cornell in the shotgun. Back behind him is Ant Salas. Cornell hands it off to Salas. Salas breaks it up over the 15, and he's going to bring it down to the 16-yard line. Or sorry, the 15 they're going to mark him. With 10:14 left to play in the first half. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 on the play, and the Kilties were all over that one. Salas gaining a yard for the Falcons. And me and Matt Bastinos were there when Mount Pleasant played St. Ray's, and this is a completely different team we're seeing here tonight. Cornell in the shotgun, Salas out to his left. Cornell keeps it himself, breaking it out left, gets slipped up, and he's going to bring it up to the 17-yard line. That's where we're going to mark him. Tackle made by the number 17 of Benjamin So. There you see him. He has a touchdown to his credit. Ball's placed on the 19-yard line. Third and 6 for the Falcons. So another sideline warning issued for Mount Pleasant. 9:05 left to go in the first half. And it's a 3rd down for the Falcons. They need to get up to the 25-yard line. Right now they're spotted at the 19. Cornell takes the snap. He's going to trust his arm, going to roll it out to his left side. He's going to launch it, and it is batted down. Great coverage by Sayez Aponte, knocking the ball down. And Aponte just taking off and swatting it like a volleyball with the right hand with 8:47 left to play in the first half. Great 3rd down defense by the Kilties, and the West Falcons are going to send their team on to make the punt and punt it away. Ball's going to be grabbed at the 49. Picking that one up for the Falcons was Parent. It's going to be a Kilties 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, they're going to say. Nope, they're going to mark him at the 46. I thought it was down at the 49. So it was my mistake. Parent touched at the 49, but it was touched by a Falcon before at the 46. I didn't see that one on my screen. My mistake on that one. So the Kilties are going to take over. Lopez in the shotgun, handoff to So. So gets met in the backfield by the number 57 of the Falcons. Tackle came from Roman Duarte for Cranston West. And the Falcons' defensive line was there to make the stop. So 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in the first half. Mount Pleasant leads it 8-0. Kilties have it now at the 49. Lopez in the shotgun. So moving up. Lopez takes the snap, gonna bounce it through. That's Rodriguez. Rodriguez breaks out to the left side, crossing the 40, down to the 30, and getting pushed out of bounds at the 26. Flag on the play, back at the 36. What's the flag gonna be here? Holding against the Kilties. Holding against the Kilties is gonna bring them back, and that play is gonna act like it never happened. So the ball is going to be brought back, and even further, it's going to be spotted at the 46. So ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Kilties now have a 2nd down and 10 to work with, and they're just chewing the clock on this drive. Good old-fashioned football, as Matt Bastinos was saying in between the breaks. Not a lot of passing going on between these two teams. Here we go. Lopez under center. Lopez has So behind him. Really chewing the clock. He's going to halfback toss it out to the right side. And Cranston's all over him. The catch was made by Thomas West, but the main tackle came from, that's number 30 of the Falcons. That's Austin Miller on the tackle for the loss of yardage with 6:28 left to go in the first half. There you see Lopez talking to his head coach. 3rd and 17 for the Kilties. They're up by 8 here in the second half of the first half. Ball spotted at the 47 in their own territory. Kilties have to get up to the 36 in Cranston West territory. Let's see if they can do it. Lopez in the shotgun, So out to his right side. You got 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 2 receivers at the top. Lopez launching it deep, and it is incomplete. Overthrown by about 3 yards. Pass intended for David Rodriguez on the play. And Lopez just put a little too much mustard onto that one. It's going to be a 4th down and 17 for the Kilties. Lopez just putting a little too much mustard on the deep pass intended for Rodriguez. 4th down, and let's see if they're going to go for it or send the special teams unit on. So the Kilties are going back to set up the punt. And Cranston West has 2 returners at the 20-yard line in their own territory. Punter's back at the 34. And it's going to be a false start call against Mount Pleasant. So the line of the snap is going to be sent back to the... Oh, wow, so the punter was deemed down when his knee touched the ground before he could get the punt off. So the Falcons are going to take over from the Kilties 36-yard line. That's not something you see a lot. And the punt, Lopez was deemed down. So Cranston West is going to take over from the Kilties 36. Cornell takes the snap, handoff, crossing the 35, down to the 34 if they give him the forward progress. Tackle came by the big number 52, Jaheim Robertson, on the tackle. And it was a gain of 2. Second and 8 for the Cranston West Falcons. 5:17 left to go in the first half of play. Cornell under center, 2 tailbacks back behind him, 1 receiver to the outside at the bottom of your screen. Cornell keeps it himself, crossing the 30, the 25, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 20. So it's going to be a Falcons first down as he got knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line, they're going to call it, with 4:58 remaining in the first half. So a big run by Cornell, and that's going to set the Falcons up in big possession as the ball spotted at the 21-yard line, 1 yard out from the red zone. First down is at the 11. So 4:40 left to go on the clock here in the first half. Cornell under center. Handoff, going to bounce it out to the left side and get upended. Tackle at the knees. A big tackle for a loss of yardage. The run came from Salas. Rodriguez came in from the edge and wrapped him up at the knees and brought him down. 2nd and 9. Flag on the play. Let's see, might be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Kilties. So I believe it is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Kilties. The ball is going to be picked up at the 20. They're going to bring it forward, and now looks like they're going to place it at the 10. Yep, so the ball is going to be spotted at the 10. The Falcons are now in the red zone with 4:15 left to go in the first half. Call was against David Rodriguez. That's the unsportsmanlike conduct. That's the person who got the unsportsmanlike conduct. First down, Falcons. Cornell in the shotgun. Cornell takes the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to hand it off. Going to get brought down at the 6, maybe the 5 if they're generous. Nope, they're going to stay between the 6 and the 5. And the run came from the number 1 of Salas for the Cranston West Falcons. So a big run there by Salas. Fooled me. I thought Cornell kept it going up that left side. Looked like it fooled Matt Fastinos a little bit too. He's having a good laugh right there. Cornell in the shotgun. Salas out to his left side. Kilty's defense is moving around in motion. Cornell's going to break it out to the left side. Good blocking ahead of him. And he's going to get in for the Cranston West touchdown. But flags are on the play. What's the call going to be here? It's going to be, thought Cranston West was going to get the touchdown. Nice run by Cornell to punch it in. But holding against the Kilties, it's going to be a Cranston West touchdown. Cornell gets the running touchdown. And just like that, Cranston West brings it back to a 2-point game. So here we go. The Falcons are going to go for it, run. Oh, and he's going to not get there, and it's going to be stripped away by the big man on campus. That's Jaheim Robertson. Takes it away at the goal line with 3:27 left to play. So it's going to stay an 8-6 ball game. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with the rest of the first half for you in a matter of moments. You're watching Mount Pleasant football here on Fans Only Sports Network.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom Swag or visit mycustomswag.com today.
Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. 3:27 left to go in the first half of play. 8-6. Cranston West gets the touchdown. It was number 4, Keelan Cornell got the touchdown. And it's returned there down at the 39. They're going to mark him. With 3:27 left to go in the first quarter. 8-6, the Kilties lead it. And we thank you for joining us here on Fans Only Sports Network. Justin Tingley on play-by-play for you. Alongside me to my right is Matt Bastinos on color. And there you see the Kilties' nice red, white, and blue uniforms. They're wearing the dark blue tonight with the white helmet and red pants. So in at quarterback now is David Rodriguez wearing the number 4. And the Kilties have an 8-6 lead here on Friday night in the Ocean State at Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. Rodriguez in the shotgun. 4 receivers down to the bottom of your screen. 1 receiver at the top. And Rodriguez takes the snap. He's going to roll it out to the left side. He's going to launch one deep down the field. And it is picked off. Intercepted by the number 9 of Jack Masher. Jack Masher gets the interception, and just like that, the Falcons are going to take over. And there you see him on the sideline getting the pats on the back from his teammates as he's going to get set to go back on the field for offense. So he's a wide receiver on offense, so that play came in handy for him going up for that one contesting. That was a nice throw by Rodriguez. Just Masker got under that one and got a little leverage on the receiver. Cornell back at quarterback. He has 1 rushing touchdown to his credit. 8-6 your score, and Mount Pleasant leads it. Handoff. It's going to be a hook and lateral back to Masker. Masker crosses the 30, gets brought down at the 33-yard line. So it's going to be a 2nd and 3 for the Falcons. With 3 minutes left to go in the first half, Cornell going to relay the play to his troops. Two minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first half. 8-6, Mount Pleasant has the lead. Here on Friday Night Lights in the Ocean State from Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. Handoff, breaking it out to the right side and getting brought down. Ball is free, and Mount Pleasant falls on top of it. And it's going to still be Cranston West football, as the ball was lost at the 28-yard line. Mount Pleasant jumped on top of it. But it's going to be Cranston West football still. So here we go. Let's see what Cranston West offense can do with 2:10 remaining in the first half. They're down by 2. Remember, Mount Pleasant scored a 52-yard touchdown on their first play of the game. As breaking it out to the right side, crossing the reach got to the 40, but he's going to be brought out of bounds at the 39. Flag on the play. So Salas was the ball carrier there. Ball's placed at the 39. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Falcons brings the ball back. That's going to bring them back to the 24-yard line with 1:53 left to play in the first half. A big run, all for naught. So it's going to be first down from the 24. So here we go. From Conley Memorial Stadium, Mount Pleasant leads Cranston West 8-6. And you're watching Ocean State Friday Night Lights. Cornell breaks it out to his right side. He's got big room ahead of him, crossing the 30. Staying on his feet and getting leverage up to the 35. That's where they're going to mark him. Clock's still going to be paused with 1:27 left to play. So the Falcons first down. Cornell with another big run. Cornell throws it back across his body, caught and upended. It was caught by Mashker. The tackle came from Cassidy Negron for a big loss of yards, and we're entering the final minute of the first half here at this moment with 57 seconds left to play in the first half. So Cornell threw it across his body, and Negron was there to make the tackle right as he caught it. Ball's going to be placed at the 33-yard line. Cornell launches it wide open, caught at the 47. Caught by number 21, Ethan Parent. And Cranston West is going to call the timeout with 32 seconds left. Parent with the wide open grab. And they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well and be back in a matter of moments. You're watching Mount Pleasant Kilties versus Cranston.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom Swag or visit mycustomswag.com.
32 seconds left to play on the clock in the first half. Cornell gets the snap. He's going to keep it out to his left side, break it out to the right. He's going to throw it, and it's picked off. It's going to be a Kilties interception. I don't know if they're going to say he's out of bounds. And timeout called by the Kilties. So we're going to keep it here with 24 seconds left in the first half. Cornell threw a pick but just couldn't get back in bounds. He fell out of bounds with it. 8-6 your lead. The Kilties scored on their first offensive play of the game. Benjamin So got the long touchdown run. And then the score for the Cranston West Falcons came from Cornell. Keelan Cornell got the 3-yard touchdown QB sneak run. And that brought them back within 2 here from Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Cornell in the shotgun. Throws a screen pass out to his left, caught at the 45. He's going to cross the 50, and he's going to break it free to the 41. And the clock's going to still run with 13 seconds left to play. They're going to stop it. And they have 10 seconds to get a play off. Cornell rolling out to his right side. Finding a play, incomplete. With 4 seconds left to play on the clock. Here in the first half, the Kilties lead the Falcons 8-6. And we're seeing if they can get one final play off. Timeout called. We're going to take a timeout and be back in a matter of moments, everybody.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards, we'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom Swag or visit mycustomswag.com today.
Welcome back, everybody. Cranston West has it from the... See where they're going to spot it. Cranston West has possession of the football. 2nd and 10 with 4 seconds left to play in the first half. Let's see if they try and launch it to the end zone. Cornell in the shotgun. 1 receiver to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Cornell rolling out to his right. Everyone's going for the end zone, and it's incomplete. And the final play goes incomplete. That's the end of the first half. Your score, Mount Pleasant Kilties lead it 8-6. We'll be back with second half action in a matter of moments here on Fans Only Sports Network.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey.
All right, everybody. Third quarter action here from Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island, where the Mount Pleasant Kilties are leading the Cranston West Falcons 8-6 through 2 quarters of play. Kilties are returning the second half kickoff. There you see the Falcons getting set to kick, and that's an odd formation. You see 4 blockers behind the kicker, and then you see the rest of them down in front. That's one of those odd formations I haven't seen before, all the way to the left. And the Falcons fans are showing it here at Cranston West. Conley Stadium, crossing the 30 down. To the 33 he goes on the return with 11:54 left to play in the third quarter. You're watching Mount Pleasant versus Cranston West football. My name is Justin Tigley. I'm play-by-play for you here today. Alongside me to my right is Matt Butsinos on camera, doing a great job for you guys here today. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel and watching the live stream for free here today on Fans Only Sports Network. There you see on our bottom all of our social media handles plus our website if you want to give us a follow. As Lopez is under center. He's got So back behind him. In motion is Rodriguez. Hand off to So. So breaks it up over in the middle, crossing the 50. He's going to cross the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. And that's a Mount Pleasant touchdown. How often do you see that? The first play of the first half for the Kilties and the first play of the second half are huge touchdown runs for Benjamin So. So the first drive of the game and the first drive in the second half for the Kilties have both resulted in a 50-plus touchdown yard run for So, and that puts his second touchdown of the game on the board. And with 11:31 left in the third quarter, 14-6, the Kilties lead the Falcons. So let's see what they call it here. Looks like they might be going for 2. They got it successfully last time. Yep, they're going for 2 again. So we're going to see what the call is here. Lopez under center, So out to his left. They're going to go for 2 to make it a 10-point game if they get it. Handoff up, going to keep it himself, and he's going to bring it in. That's a 2-point conversion for the Kilties. And just like that, it is 16-6 in favor of Mount Pleasant. The Kilties now lead the Falcons 16-6 here in the third quarter. Ruiz gets the 2-point conversion. And just like that, the Kilties are getting set to kick off, as they now lead by 10, and they led by 2 going into the halftime break. Kilties getting set to kick it away. They're up by 10 here in the third quarter. Ocean State Friday Night Lights here from Providence, Rhode Island, and Conley Memorial Stadium. And it's going to be picked up by the Falcons at the 5. Spun off and slipped at the 8. And the Falcons are going to take over at the 8-yard line with 11:36 left to play. So Cornell has the 1 touchdown for the Falcons. That's the starting quarterback, wearing the number 4 today. Keelan Cornell got the touchdown with 11:36 left to play in the third quarter. They are down by 10, and they're taking the field now. Cornell going into the quarterback spot. Going up to the top of your screen, that number 1 is Salas going at that wide receiver number 1 spot. Cornell in the shotgun by himself. He's got a block out to his right. Salas in motion. He's going to keep it himself, running up the middle, and get swallowed up Holy moly. That's number 4, David Rodriguez, and the number 52 of Jaheim Robertson in on the tackles for the Kilties. So Cornell gained 1. It's going to be a 2nd and 9 for the Falcons, with 11 minutes left to play. Cornell in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle, breaking it out to the right, crossing the 15, down at the 16. Nice little run there. Made the tackle was number 25. There's no number 25 on the roster. I believe that's actually number 15, Sayez Aponte. No huddle. It's going to be an offside call against the number 59 of Devin Palmer. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21 for the Falcons. Devin Palmer jumped off sides. With 10:20 left to go in the third quarter, it's 16-6. The Kilties lead the Falcons. Cornell has Motcher in motion. He's going to hand it off and gets swallowed up. Making the tackle is the number 55 of Winston Callan. Winston Callan wrapped up Sabala in the backfield with 9:50 remaining in the third quarter. It's going to be a 2nd and 12 for the Falcons. Cornell takes a snap. Short pass received there by Motcher. And gets hit, takes a hit to the back of the head by Robertson. And making the grab there, I believe, was the number 8 of Ray Mahoney. 16-6, Mount Pleasant leads Cranston West here in the third quarter. And Mount Pleasant's defense has been all over the Falcons here today. And the Falcons are going to take the snap from the 20-yard line. They're running the clock down. Mount Pleasant's defense is there. They're going to run out of the huddle. And here we go. About 8:45 left to go in the third quarter. Cornell in the shotgun. Claps the hands, takes the snap. Drops back to pass. He's going to fire it left side. Intercepted! Intercepted by Benjamin So. 2 touchdowns and an interception to his credit today. And the Kilties are going to take over inside the 25 down to the 21. And they're in prime position 1 yard out from red zone territory. So Benjamin So gets the interception. In at quarterback now, wearing the number 4 is David Rodriguez for the Kilties, as we are right behind Mount Pleasant High School. And the Kilties are just dominating the Falcons here today. Rodriguez back there all by his lonesome. Takes the snap. Fakes it. QB sneak coming over the 20. Crosses the 15 and gets pushed up to the 14. Flag on the 14. With 8:23 left to go in the third quarter. What's the flag going to be? There's the man in the white hat. Let's see what he has to call. Face mask against the Falcons. Kilties are going to move up more. And making the call there was Rich Morissette. On the field with Brian Morissette. There's the official referee and the umpire. And then Paula Morissette is on the clock. So with 8 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in the third quarter, Mount Pleasant is entering enemy territory as they cross the 10 now, bouncing out to the right side. Are they gonna mark him at the 5? They're gonna say he's at the 6, and Benjamin So never went down, and he stayed on his feet the whole time. And Rodriguez talking to his coach, seeing what he wants to call. Sorry, talking to his coach there was Lopez. It's going to be second and goal for the Kilties. So out to his left, Lopez in at the quarterback spot with 7:17 left to play in the third quarter. Kilties lead at 16-6 over the Falcons. Lopez takes a snap, fires it left side. It's caught, breaking it inside the 5 and down to the 2. Styles Negron made the catch for the Kilties, and the clock is still going to run. It's going to be third and goal for the Kilties. They have great scoring position here. And here we go. Lopez going under center, So in the backfield at the 10-yard line. 6:28 left to play. Lopez hands it off to So, and So gets upended, still fighting through, and they're going to mark him short. It's going to be a fourth and goal for the Kilties. There you see the Mount Pleasant offense coming on the field. Lopez going to talk to his coach. Timeout called by Mount Pleasant. There you saw on your screen. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in a matter of moments. You're watching Mount Pleasant versus Cranston West football here from Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island, here on Fans Only Sports Network. 16-6 your score.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom Swag or visit mycustomswag.com today.
Welcome back to Conley Memorial Stadium. 16-6 your score. The Kilties lead the Falcons. And the Falcons trying to stop this Kilties offense and try and put some more points on the board as they are down by 10 with 6:04 remaining in the third quarter. And in case you're just joining us, it's fourth and goal for the Kilties. My name's Justin Tingley on play-by-play for you. Matt Vitsinos is to my right on camera. Made that mistake a few times. Lopez keeps it himself. He's going to get a push from behind. Benjamin So comes from behind and pushes him in. It's a Kilties touchdown. And that's going to extend their lead even further to 22-6. And the Kilties are going to go for 2 here. They're up 22-6. Benjamin So pushes Lopez into the end zone for the Kilties touchdown. All right, 5:58 left to go in the third quarter. Lopez fires it left side, incomplete. Couldn't grab it at the 5. Pass was intended. And no two-point conversion there, so it's going to stay a 22-6 lead for the Kilties. We're going to have kickoff in a matter of moments, but for the moment, Matt Vecinos to my right is an Eagles fan, and notice that play very well. Benjamin So giving Lopez the version of the Eagles tush push, pushing him into the end zone. And now they lead it 22-6. So I believe the running clock rule is 35-point lead in the state of Rhode Island. That's different. Just moved up here August 31st. Back in Arizona, it was a 41-point lead. So here we go. Mount Pleasant going to kick it away. And they do. Cranston West returns it at the 17. Clock's running. Crossing the 30. And he's going to get pushed back. Parent with the return. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Cranston West with 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. And there you see the Cranston West offense coming onto the field. In at the quarterback spot tonight, in case you're just joining us, is the number 4 of Keelan Cornell. Cornell claps his hands, takes the snap, gonna run it up the middle, crossing the 40, and he's gonna push it up to the 47, they're gonna say. And a big run there for the Falcons. In on the run. In on the run was the number 19 of Alias Cado Santiago for the Falcons with 5:41 left to play. Injury on the field. We're going to go to a commercial break and let you know the status of the young man as we come back in a few short moments. 22-6 your score. Kilty's lead.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom Swag or visit mycustomswag.com today.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association.
Welcome back to Conley Memorial Stadium. 22-6 your score. Kilties lead the Falcons, and just getting a update. Hendricken leads Central 7-0 in the first quarter, and Cranston East is tied with Shea 0-0 at the end of the first quarter of play there at Shea. So with 5:20 left to play here in the third quarter, it's going to be a second down. So it's going to be a 2nd and 7. And I'm going to check the score of the Moses Brown West Warwick game for you. Let's try and find that one out for you real quick. The score of the Moses Brown West Warwick game at halftime, looks like Moses Brown is leading West Warwick 9-0. Handoff up the middle, gonna get across the 50 down to the 48. Sorry, 47. And making the tackle was the number 15 of Saez Aponte. No huddle for Cranston West. Handoff. Gets bounced at the 45. Gets pushed back to the 48. And the Kilties are all over him. Yep, so at the end of the first half, Moses Brown leads West Warwick 9-0. That's interesting. Fourth down for the Falcons. Cornell under center at the 48-yard line. Cornell trying to draw the Kilties off sides. 3:33 left to play in the third quarter. Timeout Cranston West. And we're going to keep it here. So Hendricken leads Central 7-0 after the first quarter. Moses Brown leads West Warwick 9-0 at the end of the first half. And Cranston West is tied with Shea 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. All those games except for the Hendricken Central one are being broadcasted to you live on Fans Only Sports Network. So a Kilty jumped, but no Falcon moved on the offensive line, so no offsides was the call. Thank you to Matt Bastinos for explaining that one. 22-6, Kilties lead it. And West Warwick being down, if they get handed their first loss, that might move Johnston into a tiebreaker spot for first place in Division 3 if they lose to Moses Brown here today. And they might, because West Warwick, I believe, plays Pontigansett next week. Johnston plays Narragansett. Caught at the 40, going to be stay in bounds and shrug him off and get down to the 37-yard line. So West Warwick plays Pontigansett next week, I believe. Johnston plays Narragansett. No huddle for the Falcons. And if Johnston beats Narragansett and West Warwick loses tonight and next week and Johnston gets a win, they're in first place of Division 3. Trying to run it up the middle, and the Kilties are all over Cornell. 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. 22-6 your score. And I'm sure you Cranston West fans are excited to see them play Cranston East on a Thanksgiving Day game. We'll have multiple rivalry games across the state of Rhode Island. Cornell drops back to pass, fire at left sideline, and it is incomplete. With 2:31 left to play in the third quarter. So the pass was incomplete. It was intended for Giacerini. And Cornell keeps it rolling out to his left side. Fires it. Oh, and incomplete off of the hands of Matscher. So here we go. Cornell rolling out to his left side, fourth down. Fakes the throw sideline. Oh, and nearly a one-handed grab. And Mount Pleasant's sideline is there to rub it in. So it's going to be a Kilties takeover, turnover on downs. Kilties are going to come on the field. 2:17 left to go in the third quarter. And you wonder what plays they're giving Lopez as they're up 22-6 here late in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it going. So there you see the Kilties huddling back at the 30. Lopez in the shotgun. So out to his right. Lopez drops back to pass, fires a short pass to the left side, caught at the 42, gets it back up over the 45, and West jumps right on top of him. The catch was for David Rodriguez on the sideline, and staying in bounds, so the clock will still continue to count down. 2nd and 1 for the Kilties from the 46 here at Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. With a minute 37 left to play, the Kilties break the huddle. Lopez is in the quarterback spot with a minute and a half to play. Lopez with So out to his right side. Rodriguez at the top of your screen. Drops back to pass. Rodriguez fires it over, Lopez fires it over the middle, caught, and he breaks the tackle, and he's gone. The touchdown came from number 2, Styles Negron, and that extends the lead. Let's see what the flag on the play here is. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call. 28-6, the Kilties lead it here in the third quarter. Rich Morissette makes the call. And the PAT is going to come back. Kilties unsportsmanlike conduct is going to push it back to the 17. So the Kilties chose to enforce the loss of yards on the 2-point conversion and not the kickoff, as they're up 28-6 here in the third quarter, a minute 12 left to play. Lopez in the shotgun, out to his left is Negron. So has 2 touchdowns, Negron has 1, and Lopez has another. Lopez drops back to pass, firing at deep corner of the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete, flags on the play. And we might see a defensive pass interference here against the Falcons. So Morissette going to make the call. And it's going to be a defensive pass interference against Cranston West. And it looks like they're going to be going for 2 again. Ball's going to be placed now at the 9-yard line for the 2-point conversion. And this is a different Kilties team than me and Matt saw against St. Ray's about, I believe it was last Saturday we saw them play. Last week, the Kilties lost to the St. Ray's 41-0. Now they're beating Cranston West 28-6. Morissette made the call. Throw left side, caught! And the 2-point conversion is good. It's 30-6. Mount Pleasant. And the Kilties extend their lead to now 24. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break as the Kilties get set to kick off with 1:12 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back here on Fans Only Sports Network in a matter of moments. You're watching Mount Pleasant football versus Cranston West.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned.
So, fun fact about the officials tonight. Rich and Brian Morissette are down on the field. Then we have Paula Morissette here in the time clock box up here with us. And it's going to be a touchback. It's going to be a Falcons 1st and 10. Let's see if the Falcons can get the offense going. So here we go. Ball's going to be placed at the 20. 1st and 10 for Cranston West. They're down by 24. And now quarterback is Cornell. Cornell takes the snap. Keeps it himself, rolling it out to the right, crossing the 20, down to the 22 he goes. Clock is still going to run. 30-6, Mount Pleasant leads Cranston West. $50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And Cranston West fans telling their team to start throwing the football as it's been a run-heavy game for the Falcons. Drops back to passes Cornell, bouncing it out to his left, avoiding the sack. He gets out of there. Will he get it away? And he gets it away incomplete, nearly intercepted by the number 25. That was the number 17 of Benjamin So. 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And it's been all Mount Pleasant to this point. Cornell running back to his huddle. Falcons in the shotgun. Cornell in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, rolling out to his left side. So very quick on the rush. And So lays him out. Intercepted. And a back juke flag in the backfield. And he's going to push in. Touchdown, Mount Pleasant. But there are flags on the play. Who made the interception? Came from Saez Aponte. He got into the end zone. It was a touchdown. But what's the flag here for? Morissette about to make the call. Blindside block against Mount Pleasant. So that touchdown's not going to count. So that would have extended their lead to 30. So now it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Mount Pleasant as their offense gets set to get ready and take the field here in this one. Just an update for the Hendricken Central game. It is now 7-7 in the second quarter. Okay, so it's 7-7 still in the first quarter. And Mount Pleasant leads it here 30-6. Hendricken is tied with Central in the first quarter 7-7 in that big Division I matchup. So with 7 seconds left to play in the third quarter, official timeout. Equipment adjustment for the number 58 of Jordan Torres on the offensive line. So here we go. Lopez in the shotgun. He's got So out to his left side. Lopez drops back to pass. He's going to roll it out to his right side. Fire it, caught at the 20 by Negron, and Negron just lowers the shoulder into Lorfida Jr. So at the end of the third quarter, Mount Pleasant leads at 30-6. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here on Fans Only Sports Network between the Quilties and the Falcons. 30-6 your score.
Oh, hey!
Looking for some swag? Here at My Custom Swag, we will imprint, embroider, or laser engrave your name or message on practically anything you want. Water bottles, t-shirts, jackets, caps, banners, business cards. We'll even wrap your company vehicle in vinyl. Best of all, we won't break the bank. There's no minimum order required on most items. My Custom Swag is a proud American family-owned and operated business. So let's get creative. Express yourself and call My Custom.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant. We're starting the fourth quarter between the Quilties and the Falcons. Quilties have a 30-6 lead, and Benjamin So has been all over the field here tonight. 2 touchdowns and an interception for the young man. Lopez in the shotgun, drops back to pass. Rolling out to his right, finds a hole, crosses the 20, bounces it outside, and he gets upended down at the 15, but flags on the play. So there's a flag in the end zone. What's the call going to be here? Might be a holding against Cranston West with 11:48 left to go in the fourth quarter of play in Ocean State Friday Night Lights. Defensive holding against the Falcons, and that's going to put the Quilties in better scoring position. So 30-6, the Quilties lead the Falcons with 11:48 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And as Matt can attest to on our right, this is a different Mount Pleasant team than we saw them when they played St. Ray's at Pariseau Field. They lost 41-0 that game. They're blowing out the Falcons right now as the snap's going to be played from the 6. It's going to be first and goal. Lopez takes the snap, handoff to So. So breaking it through the 5, down to the 3. And as Matt Listinos said earlier, Benjamin So has been all over the field, and he's been running it all over the place against this Cranston West defense. 2nd and 1. Ball spotted on the 3-yard line. 30-6, the Quilties lead the Falcons. Here in Ocean State Friday Night Lights here on Fans Only Sports Network. Quilties running up to the ball, trying to punch it in the end zone, extend their lead to 30. Lopez in the backfield all by himself. It's actually Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws, and it's a touchdown for Mount Pleasant. Rodriguez made the throw, and he gets his first touchdown pass on the night, and that's going to put another 6 on the board for Mount Pleasant. It's now 36-6. And the Quilties are going to go for 2. Lopez is talking to his coach. on what the play call will be. Kilty's playing amazing here on home turf. And the Kilties are going to go for two. They have the 36-6 lead here early on in the fourth quarter. Dropping back, rolling out to his left, firing front corner, and it's caught. 2-point conversion is good, and just like that, it's 38-6 your score now. So with 10-13 left to go in the fourth quarter, Kilties now lead by 32. 3 points away from the running clock rule here in the Ocean State, Rhode Island Interscholastic League. And the kick is sent away. It's going to take a bounce at the 26. And the Kilties are all over the Falcons returner. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Ball's going to be placed on the 29-yard line. So Matt Vecinos on camera bringing the great shots to you here today. Here from Conley Memorial Stadium in Providence, Rhode Island. Cornell makes the snap, handoff into the backfield. He's going to edge around, not able to cross the 30. And there's going to be no gain on the play. And the clock continues to run. .45 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. And it's been all Kilties to this point. They lead at 38-6. 2nd and 8 for the Falcons. Cornell under center. Rolling out to his right side to pass it. He throws it incomplete. And it's going to be a 3rd and 8 for the Falcons. With 9:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's going to be a 3rd and 8 now with 9:21 remaining. Takes the snap, rolling off to his right, back at the 25. And he's able to get it away. Intercepted at the 40. Bringing it back the other way and getting brought down at the 39. That interception was off the number 4 of David Rodriguez. David Rodriguez gets the interception, and he has a touchdown pass to his credit tonight, so throw that interception on the stat line for the young man. There you see him on the sideline with his coach, and he read that one like a book, picked it off at the 40, got brought down at the 39, and that's where the Kilties will take over from the Cranston West 39-yard line with 9 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in this matchup here today. Like we mentioned, the Kilties are 3 points away from enforcing the 35-point lead running clock rule. So Lopez under center. He's got So back behind him. So is standing at the 47. Handoff to So. So runs it up the middle, gets tripped up by his own lineman, and dives down to the 36. And that's where they're going to mark the ball as we hit the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter of play. So last I checked, the Division III lead is up for stakes, as Moses Brown is leading the number 1 team in Division III, West Warwick. And if West Warwick loses tonight, it might be a tiebreaker going into next week, as Johnston is at 5-1, West Warwick is at 5-0. And if West Warwick loses tonight, they'll both be at 5-1, and Johnston has a good shot as they take on next Friday. They take on Narragansett on the road, trying to take first place in that division. They already have home field advantage as the number 2 seed. Unless they play in the number 1 seed, then they'll be on the road. But other than that, they'll have home field throughout the playoffs. And in the works of trying to see if we can broadcast those Johnston playoff games for you, as the throw over the middle is caught at the 21. He's going to break it back the other way. It's another Mount Pleasant touchdown, and we will have a running clock for the rest of the game. Flag on the play. Flags thrown at the 7 and in the end zone. Negron gets the touchdown reception, and just like that, it's 44-6. And another unsportsmanlike conduct flag against Mount Pleasant. And it's a running clock now, so game will probably be over within the next 10 minutes, I want to say. So Mount Pleasant is electing to enforce it on the 2-point conversion and rather than the kickoff. Oh, never mind. The ball's spotted at the 3, so they're going to enforce it on the kickoff. Mount Pleasant in blue, Cranston West in white. Mount Pleasant leads it 44-6 over the Cranston West Falcons. Negron gets the touchdown. That's his second of the night. Rolling out to his right is Lopez. Lopez gets it in. And that's another 2 points for the Kilties. And 46-6 now is your score. Clock still running. 6:40 left to play in the game. So it's going to be a running clock the rest of the game, except for timeouts and injuries. And we just got another update. Second quarter, Central leads Bishop Hendricken 14-7. So Central looking to take the win on the road at Bishop Hendricken. And that would be a huge road win for the Eagles. So Mount Pleasant booting that one away. And received there at the 47. Cranston West going to be brought down at the 48. With 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. So 5:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. Score update as we said. Here from Conley Memorial Stadium. Mount Pleasant beating Cranston West. Another score update. Central is beating Bishop Hendricken 14-7 in a huge division game for those two teams. Men on the defense. So I see that where they're going to spot it for the Falcons. They're going to spot. They're going to spot the ball at the Kilties 34. So Central's beating Bishop Hendricken. Moses Brown is beating West Warwick. So two division leaders are losing right now across the state of Rhode Island. And then I believe Cranston East is still tied with Shea 0-0. So it's a great night here in the Ocean State of Friday Night Football. Last night we had some Rhode Island Division III football as Johnston defeated Pilgrim 29-14 on home turf, and that secured them the number 2 spot in the division and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And we've broadcasted all of their home games for Johnston, and hopefully we're in the works of getting the playoffs broadcasted for you from Johnston, whoever they play. Handoff bounce to the left side, crossing the 30, crossing the 25-20, and getting brought down in bounds at the 18-yard line with 3:20 to go. (46-6) here in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to play. Cranston West has it. Rolling out to his right is Cornell. Cornell crosses the 20. He crosses the 15, the 10, the 5, and he gets pushed out of bounds at the 3-yard line. First and goal for Cranston West with 2:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. So change in quarterback. Cornell got brought out of the game. Now at quarterback is Salas wearing the number 1 jersey. So he is now the quarterback for the Cranston West Falcons. Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the coach of Mount Pleasant. And the coach is now ejected from the game with 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. And the boos are raining down here from Conley Memorial Stadium. And Cranston West is now going to their, well, it looked like they were going to the huddle for a second. 1:45 left to go in the game. Ball spotted. There's the officials talking to the Mount Pleasant coach, and this might take up till the 1-minute mark left in the fourth quarter with the running clock. So the officials still talking to the coach. There you see on your screen. So they're still talking. 1:09 left to play. So it's a first warning to the coach, not ejected from the game. First warning, 1 minute left to play in the fourth quarter. Cranston West has it at the 5. See if they can punch it in the end zone. First and goal for the Falcons. 46-6 is your score in favor of the Kilties. Handoff, bouncing it up the middle, crossing the 3, down to the 2. And what will the goal line officials say? They're trying to push the pile still. And they're going to say he's short. So 30 seconds left to play in this one. And he did not make it in the end zone. Mount Pleasant players are starting to line up at the 50. And they're trying to get one last play off with 17 seconds left to play. Handoff up the middle. And it's a Cranston. Did he get in? It's a Cranston West touchdown with 2 seconds left, and that's going to end it here from Conley Memorial Stadium. Mount Pleasant wins it 46-12 on home turf. And we thank you for joining us here on Fans Only Sports Network. For all of us here, Tristan Tingley on play-by-play for you, Matt Vatsinos on camera. Your final score from tonight's game, Mount Pleasant Kilties win it 46-12. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night, everybody.